Welcome to another segment of Comic Book Cove. Last week was another exciting week for DC Rebirth titles. Today I will discuss the Week 4 Rebirth titles in two parts. In Part 1 I will discuss Justice League number 52, Detective Comics 935, and Wonder Woman number 1. And in Part 2 I will discuss The Flash number 1, Aquaman number 1, and Action Comics 958. Warning in advance, spoilers ahead. Justice League number 52. Although not rebranded as a DC Universe Rebirth title, the story told in Justice League number 52 leads into the events of Action Comics. Lex Luthor has returned to Earth from Apocalypse, wearing a battlesuit designed for him on Apocalypse with the Superman S shield on the front. This issue begins with Lex at the Daily Planet, inquiring about Superman's cape that is being displayed in the Daily Planet lobby. After a discussion with Perry White on how the Daily Planet was given the cape and how Perry viewed Clark/Superman as a son, there is an encounter between the Justice League and Lex. After a brief exchange, Lex flies off while remarking how Superman will be more loved in death than he ever was in life. We then begin to read a monologue as Lex foils a robbery at a large-scale gun dealer shop. The monologue is Lex talking about how he views himself as superior and why he does things the way he does. Lex is rather vicious, taking down the would-be robbers, even scaring the hostage he helped rescue. The next scene we see is Lex in the hospital where the monologue had been taking place. He is talking to his comatose sister, Lena. Lex leaves the hospital. The next panel is a picture of Superman's cape. We now learn that Lex Luthor has bought the Daily Planet, all for the purpose of getting the cape. He then flies off while talking to himself that he wants his sister to be proud of him when she wakes up, and that she will know him as a symbol of inspiration, and people far and wide will know Lex Luthor as Superman. Justice League 52 was a great issue. It gives us insight into Lex Luthor's personality, his drive, and what he believes in. He will do whatever he needs to do to accomplish his goals, because he does not believe he can be stopped. Like I said, even though this isn't branded Rebirth, this is still a must-issue to read. Detective Comics number 935. The new Bat team is being pushed to their limit in the Mudroom. That's a training room in their new headquarters, the Belfry. At the heart of Gotham City, this will be their base of operations, when Batwoman says they are ready as a unit. A couple of major plot points to be aware of from this issue. Batman and Red Robin, Tim Drake, have a discussion while going to check up on John Paul Valley, who is in the secret care of Dr. Leslie Tompkins. The conversation between Red Robin, Tim Drake, and Batman is why Batman is waiting to put the group into action. Batman feels that something is not right with this new threat. John Paul briefly awakens to mention a name, the Colony. Tim also asks why Batman brought him in on this team and why the new outfit. Batman replies to him that even though Tim never considered himself a Robin and wanted to keep his distance, to Batman, he has always considered him a Robin, and that with him here, he makes Gotham safer. It turns out that Tim Drake is not telling Batman something. He has been accepted into Ivy University's Genius Grant program, a grant that they only give out one per year. Problem is, he doesn't feel he can abandon Batman right now, before this program Batman has put together has started working. We then go to a scene with Kat Kane and her father, discussing the fundamental differences between the Kanes and Waynes. Her father says that the Kane motto is, "We stand together," which has always made them good military, while the Waynes should be, "We stand apart." It seems like Kate is having a hard time with blending the two different philosophies. The ending of this issue sees Batman ambushed and attacked by 50 armored soldiers, who we can assume are members of the Colony. The Colony has bat ear style helmets and what appears to be a red bat on the helmets inside of their arms. One member of the Colony tells Batman that he should have just let this go. There are 50 of us here and we have orders to take you in. Batman's reply, "You can try." This issue was good. We see a lot of the individual traits of the characters. It seems that this attack on Batman will bring the Bat team to action faster than what Batwoman was looking for. Wonder Woman number 1. Two different storylines running in this issue. One is Wonder Woman in the Banakani rainforest, looking for someone who might be able to help her figure out what is going on. The second revolves around a group of soldiers led by Steve Trevor, trying to reach and take down a warlord named Kadolo. I think the Steve Trevor plot will flesh out over the long run, but right now the Wonder Woman arc is what I'm most interested in. She is going deep into hostile territory to find the person who can help her, but not before giving 3 warnings about how she is not here to fight, but only to ask for aid. Well, she still ends up being attacked. Once she has defended herself from these creatures, the person who she is looking for attacks her. Cheetah. Let me say this again. Cheetah. Wonder Woman can't find Themyscira anymore. She is asking her greatest nemesis to help her find her way home. The final page said it all. I am looking forward to this storyline. What will happen when Steve Trevor and his troops find Cadulo? And when will these storylines intersect in some way? To recap Part 1. Justice League number 52 was a look into what makes Luthor tick. Detective Comics number 935 begins the training of the Bat Team by Batwoman, while the Colony launch an attack on Batman. And Wonder Woman number 1 gives us 2 storylines to follow in the appearance of Cheetah. Stay tuned for Part 2, where I'll recap The Flash number 1, Aquaman number 1, and Action Comics number 958.